So the Supreme Court in the last couple of hours just came down with a ruling about medical marijuana use, saying that the current rule that you can only smoke it, they just tossed it out of the court. So your government has just lost this case. So now people can ingest medical marijuana in cookies, brownies, oil, whatever. And in fact, the court actually said by forcing them to smoke it, it subjects the person to the risk of cancer and bronchial infections, and eliminates, a more effective treatment. So basically, your government has just lost this case. So what do you make of that?
Well, let's remember, I think it was Canadians that actually lost public health and safety ground over 10 years ago when a court ruled that smoking marijuana was, quote unquote, a treatment. And now today, the Supreme Court has ruled that marijuana cookies and brownies are, quote unquote, medicinal treatment. Let's remember, there's only one authority in Canada that can create, that has the authority and the expertise to make a drug into a medicine, and that's Health Canada. And marijuana has never gone through the regulatory approval process at Health Canada. It has, which of course requires rigorous safety reviews and clinical trials with scientific evidence. So frankly, I'm outraged by the Supreme Court and the court ruling 10 years ago, which now means that we have again this message that normalizes a drug where there is no clear clinical evidence that it is, quote unquote, a medicine. It is not an approved medicine by Health Canada. It has never undergone rigorous safety reviews by Health Canada. It has never been approved to be a medicine.
So what are you waiting for? Why don't you put it through the rigorous treatment? People are taking it every day. They're taking it right now as we speak. So
that's not my job as minister. If there is clinical evidence and a company decided to submit it to the regulatory approval process, it would be looked at. That has never happened.
So, but basically,
again, the big issue here. Let's remember the big issue here is the message about normalization. The message that judges, not medical experts, judges have decided something is a medicine. Never in the history of Canada has a drug become a medicine because judges deemed it so. There is a regulatory approval process that Health Canada undertakes, and that's with clinical evidence and safety reviews so that we can protect the health of Canadians.
What will you do about it, though? What can you do? The judges just ruled.
We will continue to fight against these kinds of, this kind of message. As I said repeatedly, this is a larger issue. We have to continue to get the message to Canadians that this is not a drug. It is not a medicine. There's very harmful effects of marijuana, especially on our youth. In that case, there is very clear clinical and scientific evidence. As I said, I'm outraged by the message that judges are sending, that they think that they can approve a drug into a medicine without clear clinical scientific evidence and without safety reviews. It's very unfortunate.